What if the greatest telescope humanity has ever constructed has just revealed to us something that we were never supposed to see? What if the very idea of the origin of our universe, of time, of space, of the reality itself, is falling apart under the pressure of new discovery? The James Webb Space Telescope, constructed to cut through the cosmic gloom and uncover the very first instance following the making of the world, has now provided information so disturbing that a Nobel Prize-winning physicist has gone public with one brief, dire message: this is not our universe. The James Webb Space Telescope, long referred to as humanity's greatest time machine, was crafted to look further back than any telescope ever has. It doesn't merely look out at the light of far-off galaxies, but at the ancient whispers of the universe, light that has been traveling for billions of years just to find our eyes. With its golden mirror panels and its instruments cooled to close to absolute zero, it was supposed to validate our knowledge of cosmic history, to sharpen the image of the Big Bang and its aftermath as much as ever before. But rather than refining our knowledge, it has broken it. What, then, did Webb discover at the outermost reaches of all? And why are some of the world's most eminent scientists hinting that this may redefine the very basis of cosmology itself? The answer starts with what astronomers now refer to as the cosmic paradox. It began innocently enough, a distant field photo, a tiny slice of sky no larger than a grain of sand held at arm's length, selected specifically because it looked blank. Webb pointed its eye there, gathering faint light that had been on its way since the beginning of time. On initial glance, one specific speck seemed like nothing out of the ordinary, another faraway smudge amidst thousands. But when the astronomers went to dissect the light, their expectations started to unravel. That small glowing smear wasn't another distant galaxy, it was the most distant galaxy ever observed, created just 290 million years after the purported creation of the universe. And here was the impossible part: it was huge. According to our current understanding, there just wasn't enough time or matter for such a thing to have formed so quickly after the Big Bang. Galaxies, we believed, began small, just a cloud of hydrogen and helium, slowly colliding over hundreds of millions of years, growing gradually through mergers and collisions. But this galaxy had already been enormous, shining, and star-filled, as if it had bypassed the formative, tumultuous phases of cosmic history altogether. And it wasn't an isolated case. Webb quickly discovered others of these impossibly ancient giants, dozens of them, spread out over the deep field images. Each was like a sliver in the cosmologist's eye, a slap in the face to the laws we believed ruled the universe's beginnings. The oddness didn't end there. A few of these ancient universe objects weren't merely large, they were extraterrestrial. Typical galaxies turn about 10% of their gas into stars and leave plenty of material behind for the next generation of stars to build themselves out of. But Webb discovered at least 3 that seemed to have turned all of their material into stars. No gas, no dust, nothing remaining, just hot, densely packed starlight. In the known universe, this should not happen. There's no mechanism in standard physics to strip away all the gas so early and so completely. This has forced some scientists to whisper the unthinkable: what if these aren't galaxies at all? What if they are the remnants of an earlier cosmos? What if they are intrusions from another dimension or structures from a universe beyond our own? To see why this is so unsettling, we need to discuss the edge of the observable universe. It's called the Hubble sphere by astronomers, a sort of cosmic horizon beyond which galaxies are receding from us greater than the speed of light, not because they are moving along space, but because space is growing. Light from outside this edge should never be able to travel to us. It's as if we are stuck in a bubble, and all that's outside of its boundary is eternally concealed from us. And yet Webb is picking up light and odd radiation that appear to emanate from outside these boundaries, light that ought to have been lost to us for eternity. If that's the case, then we're peering over the rim of our universe, catching a glimpse of realms we'll never be able to enter. That opens up a chilling scenario. Maybe the universe isn't infinite and smooth, like we used to think, but broken, its boundaries rubbing against other universes. Certain Nobel laureates, disturbed by these results, are starting to speak out against the Big Bang theory itself. If galaxies can develop quicker than physics would, if light can traverse impossible distances, and if cosmic formations resist time, scale, and mass, perhaps the early universe isn't early. Perhaps what Webb is looking at isn't the past, it's elsewhere. A point of fracture. A nexus where two universes converge. Or worse, something unfathomably old seeping into our world. One of the most forgotten yet most chilling of Webb's discoveries isn't an image, it's a sound. While detecting the thin hiss of cosmic background radiation, Webb's detectors detected an oscillatory pattern unlike any ever seen. It wasn't a pulsar. It wasn't gravitational waves. It wasn't a movement of the cosmic microwave background. The frequency oscillated with exquisite regularity, like it had been made intentionally. Some researchers have termed it the heartbeat outside of time, but other scientists believe that it could be the signal from exotic matter, something entirely not of this universe. Stranger again, this heartbeat has a mathematical rhythm, as if it were code. A message inscribed into reality's very fabric. Even gravity, the most reliable of cosmic forces, is behaving badly. Galaxies on the farthest reaches of observation are warping light much more powerfully than their observable mass can provide. This isn't the kind of dark matter we know, it's something other. These phantom mass fields appear to push down on spacetime from somewhere beyond our observation, the way a shadow from another universe comes slamming into ours. The multiverse hypothesis, long considered science fiction, is gaining traction among serious scientists. Webb has measured particles and galaxy rotation that suggest a type of asymmetry to the cosmos. It is as though our universe exists with a mirror twin, one where time moves in reverse and the laws of physics are in opposite motion. The data indicates these universes could even be in communication with each other, pulling at one another along unseen lines. If that is the case, then maybe some of the bizarre objects Webb is looking at aren't even ours, they're reflections, incursions, or travelers from this mirror universe. Then there was one of Webb's most bewildering observations to date, a light signature from the edge of the observable universe that would have dissipated into nothingness billions of years ago. Came back. Not in the same place, not at the same time, but with the same spectral signature, like it had reflected off something. Scientists are referring to this effect as the cosmic echo. It might mean either of two things, and both are incredible. Either the universe is limited and warped, permitting light to bend around in a loop like a track, or there is something on the very edge of everything, something huge and reflective, something that by all our existing knowledge should not be there. All this has prompted some scientists to propose an even more disturbing hypothesis: what if our universe is contained within something else? What if it's a type of bubble suspended in a greater cosmic sea? Webb's observations appear to point towards large-scale structure in the distribution of galaxies, structure too regular to be coincidental. They resemble almost ripples on water, as if our universe has been agitated by something passing through it. And if that's the case, then maybe the history of the universe is not a straight line from Big Bang to today, but rather part of a cycle, universes coming into being, expanding, colliding, and exploding, again and again. The beginning we believe we're witnessing could be nothing of the kind. It could be the aftermath of something else entirely, an older universe imploding, its wreckage pouring into ours. This vantage recasts Webb's findings in a different light. Those impossible galaxies? They might be survivors, cosmic refugees from a universe prior to our own. The ghostly masses? The gravitational imprint of another reality bumping into ours. The cosmic echo? An echo off the walls of whatever is containing our universe. And that enigmatic heartbeat? Maybe a message from elsewhere, a beat inscribed into the very fabric of all being, a reminder that we belong to something vastly larger and vastly more bizarre than we've ever had the courage to conceive. The James Webb Space Telescope was designed to gaze into the past, to reveal to us the first galaxies emerging out of the darkness, to give us a glimpse of our cosmic youth. But it may have done something much deeper. It may have revealed to us that our universe is not alone. It may have revealed to us that we are not in the right place at all. Impossible galaxies, phantom masses, mirrored patterns, mysterious pulses, echoes from the edge, each new observation chips away at the comfortable picture we've built for ourselves. We've believed that the universe was ours to map, to measure, to understand. But perhaps the truth is that we've never really known where we are, when we are, or even what we are. And if the physicist is correct, if this is not our universe, then we might be floating on the periphery of something older, vaster, and completely unaware of us. A deeper structure. A larger reality. A universe beyond the universe. So the question isn't anymore if we're alone in the universe. The question is if we're even here at all.